Alright guys, so I'm going to try to make this video real quick because I read the quarterly report, I just listened to the earnings, and honestly, things are run of the mill. I don't have anything major to complain about. Now, one thing I do want to point out is I was watching the stock price during the after hours stock price, of course, during the review. During the day, Gevo just got absolutely decimated. Now that's not like surprising since the entire market just collapsed today. I think the Nasdaq went down like 4%. Like, yeah, the market did not have a good day today. I don't think anyone's surprised by that. But looking at Gevo's stock, so once the market got the earnings, it shot up, and everything was all fine until the earnings ended. So apparently the earnings were received very well, from my opinion. And then it sort of just, right after the call closed, stock dropped right back down. So what I'm trying to say through all this is we probably should not look at the stock price, whether it goes up or down, shoots up or whether it shoots down, as an indication on, especially tomorrow, on how the earnings went. Now, one thing I do want to point out, and this is a good thing, is that their total revenues are $232,000 for this quarter. And now that is important because analysts had expected Gevo to come in at a low estimate of a 70K, average of 110K, and high of 140K. The fact that Gevo reported this much I think it's a step forward. They had, I think last year was 93K. Yeah, well, you see it there. So, yeah, so far this is a step in the right direction from a revenue point of view. Now, yes, they're still losing on the top line. Well, sort of top line. They're losing from the middle line and the bottom line. But I'm willing to call this what it is. They're ramping up they're selling their general administrative expenses. I read earlier that this is, they're hiring out, and they're strategically hiring out. I think that's what they said. EPS went from a 0.05 to a 0.08. I'm not mad about that. If you take a look at analysts, it came in between the low estimate and in the average estimate, which is fine by me. I'm not too worried about the net loss for now. We'll see what happens over the next year or so. But for now, like the revenue itself, step in the right direction. I hope this continues. Once the RNG plant comes online, and they did talk about that. So once this RNG plant comes online, they should be expecting 16 million to 22 million in project EBITDA from this project. That's not their overall, by 2023. And based on what I heard from the call, they are weeks away from achieving this capacity. Now, before we move on, I know this up here says January 2021, but I promise you this was released today. If you go here to the presentations and click on this, you're going to get the May 2022 thing, but it still says this for some reason. That's just, I don't know. And other than that, it's just, more updates. As I mentioned earlier in the video, the RNG plants coming online should be producing at capacity in a few weeks and ready for the next phase. Net Zero 1 is on time. That's slated to be out. They said that's slated to be out in 2025, and so far they're on schedule with that, which is fine. More take-or-pay agreements. This one with British Airways, this one with Alliance, this one with Delta Airlines, expanding their agreement to 75 million gallons per year. So all this is good stuff. I can't be mad at any of this. And there wasn't a single point during the call or reading this I felt like, wow, things are going poorly. No, as far as I know, things are on track. Now, to wrap things up, now this isn't the portfolio update, but I gotta show this to you so you can. One, I can show you the damage that's afflicting my portfolio so far, but that's not the point. The point is to talk about what I'm going to do with my Gevo shares. Now, I've said in previous videos that my position in Gevo is built, and that's true. I didn't buy any more shares today, and I'm probably not going to buy any more shares tomorrow. For me to buy shares of Gevo, this stock will have to continue to drop substantially. Now, I did hear what I think is good news in the report and the call. So far they're still on my good side. But for me to buy more shares, the stock will have to drop even more substantially than this. Other than that, my position is built, and I'll continue to hold my shares and see where it goes. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.